Right, I'm back, ladies and gents. Now, these have all set. I don't know if I've left them long enough. I didn't leave them long enough last time. So, I have tried to release them. And all you do is, like I say, just pull the sides like that. And push it in the middle underneath. And let's just have a look. Yep, there's one. That has an air hole here, so it's all trial and error. I can sand that down and round that off, and you won't know any different. So that's one done. This is the ladies' dress form. Like I say, yep, that's worked. Perfect. Just pop them on here. The ladies' shoe. Push and pull. And then just tip it out. Perfect. I mean, obviously you sand all these edges down. You take the edge bit off. Have a look at this one. This is the rose. Pushing and pulling all the time to lift it from its mould. Brilliant. Yep. Made it with that one. A little fairy. There she is. And you just, all you do is you need to just tap them bits off. They're very, very thin because that's what was laid on top of the mould. So when they're perfectly dry, completely dry. Ooh, nearly did it, didn't I? Again, the 3 roses with the 2 leaves. Brilliant. Let's pop those away. These are the 2 matching flowers, the little daisies. Just ease them out. Yep, thrilled with those as well. Not sure if you can see those. The perfume bottle. Again, it's come out perfect this time, and the stopper. And then the little feet. Again, perfect. So that's how you do it. That's the process. Now, I have to warn you. When I was doing plaster of Paris work in school, in my craft club, I was notified of, well, we got a poster through stating that some people have been burnt by plaster of Paris because they got it on their hands. Now, if you read up on it on the internet, you do have to be really, really careful. Let me just see if I can make this a little bit clearer. You really do have to be careful with it because plaster of Paris can actually do a lot of damage to your skin if you're allergic to it, if you have an allergic reaction to it. So, just going to clear this off a minute so you can see it better. If I were you, before you start to play around with plaster of Paris, then what I would do is look it up on the internet, find the information, just put plaster of Paris danger, and then it should come up. And you may need to wear gloves before you start working with it. So that's just a little bit of a warning. Please take heed, because if you look at some of the pictures that the children and adults have they've put up about it, the burns are very, very severe. It can actually take your skin away. It depends on whether you're allergic to it or not, of course, but I'm just giving you a little bit a word of warning. I'm fine working with it, doesn't affect my hands whatsoever, but you do have to be careful working with plaster of Paris, whether it be the powdered mix or you know, in the rolls. I sent somebody a roll of plaster of Paris, and I really should have, and I didn't, I should have given them the information that goes with it for them to test it out. You know, well, so they had the information basically. Especially when you've got children, and I think that lady, I can't remember her name now. Sorry, it's gone out of my head. But she did mention she had a little girl. So what I suggest you do, if you haven't touched it yet, don't touch it until you do a little test. And that means you can just cut a strip off the roll I've sent you, wet it, hold it in your fingers, and if you start to feel any sensation whatsoever, wash your hands straight away. I mean, obviously this is thicker skin than this, so I just suggest you do a little test first. And please don't let your children go near it without supervision. So that's just a word of warning to help you. But as you can see, going back to these, yes, they have worked. And like I say, you know, like any little bits like this, I just take my nail file, it's an old nail file I use, and just knock that off. And then you can just file it down really quickly. It doesn't take much. And there you go. Just use the tip of it into corners and things like that. Because it's thin where it's just been laid on top of the mould, it comes off very, very easily. You do have to be careful you don't put pressure on it and knock this off if you're doing something delicate. And you can just use your file to file it away. You know. So, mine are still damp. You can still feel them damp. You really need to leave them until they're dry. And you can see that because they go pure white. But there you go. I've got a little perfume bottle and I'm absolutely thrilled with it. Same as the shoe and that, you know, it's just to file the excess off the sides, the edges. Like that. Yep, that's fine, quite happy with that. Will, like I say, file this one down, wait till it's drier, and then I can do it now. Make it a different shape, why not? Not wasting it, definitely. I'll finish that off later. But like I say, just the edges like that. I mean, you can use that, or you can use one of these. I often use one of these as well, just to go around the edge. And you see they're quite thick. I shall sort that one out later on. Lovely little dress this is. Gorgeous. Look at that, isn't that stunning? And the rose. What are we on? 8:45, nearly time to finish anyway, so I'll put this video up so you can actually see them done. And the thing is, they don't take that long to make at all. Those flowers are gorgeous. This is the only one, the fairy, that you really have to be careful with, so I just more or less use that. And I'm not sure if you can see what I'm doing. I'm just knocking off with the point of my file and getting into the crevices there where there's a little bit of excess stuff. Because it's very, very delicate is this fairy. It's quite really, really pretty. Lots of lovely detail on them. Not sure if you can see. Let me just see if you can see the detail on it. Isn't gorgeous? Is that it? I don't know. Yeah, that'll do. So there you go. and that's what you do. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll just get them all together if I can. There you go. Thanks for watching, and please remember, do a test before you use this stuff. Thanks very much. Bye.